Hello guys, today I'm going to make a survival perks tier list. I have already made a survival guns tier list. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. But now we are doing the perks tier list. First perk is leadership. You can get this perk only in 50 versus 50 mode when you get the general role. This perk gives you an permanently full adrenaline bar, which is a really big advantage because you don't have to worry about adrenaline, and this perk also increases your size by 25%. Increased size is not an advantage, it's a disadvantage, because when you are bigger it's easier to hit you. You can hide worse and you can stack between stones, between rocks and between trees. Without the increased size this will be an S tier, but with increased size I'm putting this on A tier. Next one is firepower. This perk increases the magazine size for the most guns, but not for every gun. For example, for MP this has no impact. And for Mosin also this has not any impact. For Scout Elite it doubles the size of the magazine, but for I don't remember, for bulet or for SV, I think for SV it's also double the size. Anyway, I am putting this on B tier, but I can change my opinion during this video, so this is not the final list. Next one is the Gift of the Woods. This perk heals you. This perk heals you. It increases 1 HP per second. So with adrenaline, with a full bar of adrenaline, you can get really good boost and heal very fast. But this perk also increases your size by 25%. So I am not putting it on A tier. I'm putting it on B tier right now. The full adrenaline bar is simply giving you more HP per second than this one, so only B tier. The next one is Windwalk. This perk is the main perk for medic in cobbled mode, but you can find this also in other mods. If anyone fires at you or if there is an explosion in the air, you will get 4.8 speed for 4 seconds. 4.8 speed is very fast, because 1 speed is the normal speed when you walk without guns and without anything, and 4.8 is almost 5 times higher than that. That means with this perk you will be very hard to kill, and if you use this right, you can win the game easily. Next perk is Rare Potato. This perk is only available on potato mode, but the description says that you always get a good quality, high quality gun or weapon, but they count the high quality not right in my opinion, because the wiki says that Scar H, for example, has a 0 quality, and Groza, not Groza S, Groza has 1 quality, so that means that Groza is better than Scar H, which makes no sense. So with this perk in potato mode you can get even worse guns than you have, so F tier. So next one is Mass Medicate, the perk of medic in 50 versus 50 mode. For you this perk has only little advantage, so for example you can heal 25% faster, I guess. The information will be here on screen from wiki, so you can look there and know. But for your team this is a huge advantage, because there is a big area around you which heals other players when you use an item. For example, you use a pill, the players in the area which appears will also get the effect of a pill, as if they consumed a pill. That means you can buff the whole team in just 10 seconds, and with this perk you will win every 50 versus 50 game if you use it right. Sadly, there are players in 50 versus 50 who use this very bad. They use that perk only when they have to heal themselves, but with this perk you can support your team and win every 50 versus 50 game. Of course, it's a S tier. Next one is Endless Ammo. Do I really need to tell anything about this perk? Yeah, that's Endless Ammo. I think everyone knows what that means. For AVMS it would be nice perk, because AVM usually has few ammo, and when you start to use AVMS you will run out of ammo very quickly. But this with this perk you can use AVMS endlessly. So, but in Savannah mode, in Potato mode, when you kill someone you swap your gun, and that makes this perk useless for Potato mode. That means we put this only in C tier. Also for other guns you almost always have ammo, so there is not a very big use of this perk. Only C tier in my opinion. Oh boy, now we got the most hated perk. Can you guess which is this one? The most hated perk? Yeah, right. This perk, Cast Iron Skin. So basically this perk gives you 200 damage, because it cuts every kind of damage in half, even explosions. Additionally, it reflects the bullets of it reflects the bullets which hit you, and the bullets can hit the enemies and kill them. You may think that it will happen not very often, but it happens really often. When I play against tank class in Cobalt mode, every time when I shoot, a sniper shot reflects directly at me and deals damage and even kills me. I would instantly put this on S tier if there was not one big but. Not that's what you think, but a but, yeah. This perk increases your size by 40%, the biggest but in this game. With 40% you are almost as big as Rock. You can't even hide anywhere or go through small areas. You will stuck in stones with your big bat, and everyone can hit you there. So only A tier, but still this is a very annoying and very good perk. Okay, Splitter Rounds is next. This perk was usually in Savannah mod, as I can remember, but then they added this also in Cobalt mode. So what this perk does is it splits your bullet into 3 bullets. The middle one crosshair deals the 60% of normal damage, and these two ones deal 27% of damage, and altogether it is 114 damage. You could think that there is only an advantage of this from this perk, but there is a small disadvantage, because these two bullets have 40 to 50% increased spirit. That means for long distance you will not hit with all 3 bullets, and they will deal less damage than usual ammo. So for snipers and for snipers this is not a good perk, but for shotguns for close range I would recommend to take this. I'm putting this on B tier because there are more advantages than disadvantages. So basically only for sniper. Yeah, this is not very good only for sniper. Next one is small arms. This is also the one of the most annoying perks. This decreases your size by 25%, and it is an advantage, not as the iron skin, leadership or gift of woods. If you are smaller you can't stack anywhere usually, and it is harder to hit you. Also there is one more additional advantage from this perk. Your gun holding speed is set to 1. That means there are no penalties for heavy guns or for shooting. If you fail your quick switch you will not get slower and can simply run away. Even good players sometimes fail their quick switch and it can be critical, but not with this perk. So this perk deserves an S tier ranking. Okay, next one is takedown. Takedown is my favorite perk. I always pick sniper for this perk in cobbled mode. This perk is the best perk if you want to do high kills, and there are multiple reasons for that. After a kill you get 25% HP and 25% adrenaline. Also you get 4.8 speed like Windwalk, but only for 3 seconds. So this perk can save your life or will make you not waste much time on healing if you are going for high kills. So I'm putting this on S tier. There are simply no disadvantages from this perk. Okay, next one. Combat medic. That one is this. Yeah, this perk allows you to move faster, not move faster, but not move slower while you are healing. This perk can save your life in difficult situations. Yeah, that's all what I want to say. I'm thinking about to put this on A or B tier, but there are not really many advantages, so I decided to put it on B tier. Yeah, you can of course write your opinion, and if you don't agree with any of my placings here. So one with nature is our next perk. One with nature is this one. I don't really like this perk because there is not much use of this. You can walk through trees and walk faster on water. You get +2 speed on water. Usually you get -3 speed on water. So if there is no water and no trees, even only not water, you don't have any advantage from this perk, and it makes it almost useless, because you can use this to camp, but camping sucks at Survivor, because in Survivor you are going for more action and for more fun with high kills, and not only for wins, because that is too easy and boring. So I am putting this on D tier. Yeah, I can't put this higher than D tier. Scavenger is next. This perk was originally in Savannah mod. This perk gives you items from normal objectives like crates, rocks or trees. The items are level are tier 1 items, tier world items. Tier world means you can find them anywhere. Yeah, you can find them anywhere on the world. So not a really useful perk. I use this only at the start to find some adrenaline and pills. Yeah. You may waste too much time when you break all the rocks and trees with this perk. So there is only use of this at the start, when you have a nade and throw it in a bush or in a tree, and you get any pill or soda. But else I would not pick this up. I would rather pick other perks in Savannah mod or in Potato mod than this, because it's only useful at the start. So this is why only E tier. Next one is Master Scavenger. So now this one is a bit more useful. This is only available on Carbon mod, no, I mean Cobalt mod, sorry, and only in late game. That makes this a bit useless, but you can get really good guns like AVM, SV and other golden airdrop items from this perk when you do the same thing as here. Yeah, but sometimes you can also waste your time and get nothing. So I am thinking about to put this in C tier, but I could imagine putting this in B tier. Next one is the Hunted. This perk is also available on this perk is also available only in Savannah mod. You get this perk and can drop it when you do the most kills, when you are the kill leader in Savannah mod, and this reveals your position on the map. So everyone will know where are you, and they may come to hunt you. But that can also be fun or be useful when you go for high kills, because there will be more action and yeah, more fun. So if there was not more action because of this, I will put this on F tier, but with the fact that this can be useful for high kills, I will put this on E tier. So the next one is One in the Chamber, the next perk of Sniper. This perk makes your first and last bullet in the magazine deal 25% more damage. This is only useful when you have Bel Air and another sniper, I guess, Mosin or Scout, because with other guns you will have to reload too often, and from 30 bullets there are only 2 bullets which deal 25% more damage. I will use this only when I have snipers, and for machine guns there is absolutely no use of this, because machine guns have too many bullets. Also this perk is not working for shotguns, which is very sad. That makes me put this not higher but D tier. Yep. Next one is Martyrdom. I have no clue how to pronounce this. This perk drops nades when you die. That means this perk is absolutely useless. The perk should make you kill your opponents or get better loot, but this can work only after you're dead, so there is absolutely no use of this. Maybe when you want to revenge it can be funny when someone dies on this, but usually no one dies, no one stands there and looks how he will die from your explosives. So only F tier. Not only, but this is what this perk deserves. High value targets is another perk from 50 vs 50 mod. This perk allows you to deal higher damage to players with perks, so basically to the medic, to leader and to lieutenant, and there are a few more perks in 50 vs 50 which I don't remember. Yeah, but against normal players there is no use of this perk. It gives you 0 advantage, and against other players with perks it gives you a little advantage which is worse than their advantage, which makes this perk almost useless. So I am forced to put this on E tier. 45 in the chamber is our next perk. This perk was also originally from the Savannah mod. This perk gives an 8% damage additionally to 45 ACP guns. 45 ACP are the violet guns, by the way, the purple ones, and yeah, only 8% and only to 45 ACP guns. 45 ACP guns are not very strong, so this 8% will not make difference. I will not take this when I see this perk, because in Savannah mod there are much better perks than this one. This is literally the worst perk in Savannah mod. I am even F tier. I am not putting this on E tier because there are too few situations when you can use this. Broken Arrow. Yeah, Broken Arrow is another perk from Savannah mod. It calls 2 additional fighters to bomb the place where you throw the nade for bombard. Next one is Broken Arrow. This perk calls 2 additional fighter jets. Usually there are 3, but with this perk there are 5. I would not take this usually when I don't have that nades which call fighter jets, and even when I had, I will take later another perk from Savannah mod than this. So I feel bad to put this on C tier. Yeah, I have to put it on D tier. There are no. Next one is Fabricate. This perk gives you 6 nades every 12 seconds. Actually, it is fun to play with this perk, but you have to be careful, because when you spam too much nades, the enemies can easily kill you. Yep, this is everything I wanted to say. Also, there is not much use of this perk. This is available on Cobalt mode, but in Cobalt mode every other class is better than this, so I wouldn't pick the Grenadier class just only for this perk. Next one is Revivify. This perk allows you to revive yourself. This can only be useful when you play in team and your teammates have to be good. As we know, there are no good players in Survivor, so there is no use of this perk. Only in very few situations when you get lucky and can hide anywhere and your enemies have to be blind to not see you, so only E tier. 9mm overpressure. So here this perk gives you 8% damage for 9mm guns, that's the yellow ammo guns. And not only this, like 45 ACP, but also 25% increased speed and 25% increased range, which is very important for Vector. With 8x scope you can't reach the edge of the screen, but with this perk you will be now able to do that. Also there is 10% increased speed, but it is the side effect of increased range. So I'm putting this on C tier. If this was available on all guns, I will put this instantly on S tier, but since this is only available on 9mm guns, I'm putting this on C tier. Flak Jacket is next perk. Yep. Originally I thought this perk only gives you a protection from nades, but when I looked into the wiki page, I saw that this perk also gives you 10% resistance from every kind of damage and 90% from explosives. Actually that is huge, almost as good as this perk, Iron Casts. How was this? I forgot. Cast Iron Skin, yeah. Thanks. There is also a little disadvantage. It makes you 10% bigger. 10% is not much, but it can matter in some situations. So I am putting this on B tier. I wanted to put this on A tier, but there is not a very big advantage from this perk and a little disadvantage, so only B tier. Next one is Explosive Rounds. This is also only available on Cobalt mode from the bunker in late game. The explosion deals 3 damage to other players, 3 additional damage, and 15 times more damage to obstacles. But the bullets stop to bounce. That is a little disadvantage. Yep, this can be useful against this perk, Iron Skin, but against others there is not a big advantage, so only B tier. Not only, this is a good tier. B tier is above average, so in B tier these perks, I would be happy to have these perks in B tier. Hollow Points is the next perk. This is like 9mm and 45 ACP, but for all guns. Yeah, not like 9mm in case of speed and range, but for damage. So 8% damage for all the guns. Yeah, this perk truly deserves the B tier, but not higher. Next one is actually the last one, Closer. Yep, this perk allows you to throw nades 2 times faster than normal. This was also a perk from Savannah mod, but you can find this also in Potato mod, I guess. and it can be fun to kill some players which don't expect a nade from the far, but there is a little disadvantage that you can't use nades very well in short distance. So when there is an advantage and disadvantage and they are roughly equal, I put it on C tier, like the closer perk. So yep, this was the last perk. There are also perks from Halloween and from Inferno, but I am not including them here because they are too rare. They come one time a year. Halloween was not there for 2 years because the developers are too lazy, I guess. I hope you are not too upset with my decisions. Of course, you can criticize me in the comments. Make sure you subscribed and liked, and I'll see you later.